Hello, everyone, and good evening to all of you all. Welcome, Nikita, to our
Thank you.
simplified stage for Founder Connect. I think some technical difficulty. All good, Nikita?
Yes, all good. Thank you.
Great. Okay. So, everyone on LinkedIn, please welcome Nikita. Nikita Vora is a founder of SMM Unleashed and a digital marketing maven with over 15 years of experience. She's a champion for women in business. She's the driving force behind the SMM Unleashed, Women Wave, and the impactful She Leads 100 initiative, all dedicated to empowering women entrepreneurs. Her expertise in strategizing and automation, combined with her commitment to mentoring, has led her to training over 1,750 women, earning her multiple recognitions. We welcome you to this stage of Found Her, Nikita, and we're so glad to have you on board.
I am so grateful to you guys for this podcast. I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Great. Nikita, so my first question, which a lot of us do want to know of, how do you come with so many feathers in your hat? What is the story of your entrepreneurial journey? What inspired you? What are the other initiatives that you've done? And what are the most valuable lessons that you've learned?
Great. So there are so many stories I can share, but what inspired me to get into my entrepreneurial journey is my background. That is my family background. We are Gujaratis, and I have always seen my great grandfather, then grandfather, my father, everybody talking about business, right? And we were surrounded by the people who only believes in doing business and having that greater impact. So in my DNA there is you have to do business. I mean, even when I was doing my job for 4 years, it was always for my business. Like, I am saving up capital for my business, I am learning a skill for my business. So the ultimate aim of studying or doing anything was to get into the business. So that's why I think this is my fifth venture, fifth initiative, She Leads 100, and all the credit goes back to my family, and all the lessons which I have learned from childhood. Since childhood, everything is altogether put only for business.
Amazing. So all the teachings, all the valuable lessons that have come from your family, and that's amazing. A lot of credit and a lot of gratefulness comes from people who are learning from you, and it goes again towards your family and towards all the lessons that you've learned. But thank you so much, Nikita, for so much that you share with our entire community. And I mean, it's really like kudos to you for all that you do. So
Thank you.
Nikita, you let's dive deeper into the entire social media, as people say. Like now, it's a very commonly used term, and a lot of us know that this is the new digital age is all about social media and moving around digital marketing.
Right.
So, since it's become a very important platform for brands and a lot of brand awareness and a brand recalling, uh, tell me something about emerging brands and how should they harness the power of social media, how they should outset this entire platform, which platforms are the best that they can um, gather revenue from and also create a brand awareness from, what are the best marketplaces, everything that you have in a nutshell.
Sure. So, Karuna, the answer to your question is one word. Like, if you have to sum up in one word, it is going to be an era of AI, right? Social media or creating buzz or being present. Everything has so many advantage there, but everything is now a necessity, right? Now it is no longer a buzzword that if you are a startup or you are getting into a business, this is how you advertise. One of the avenue is to do digital marketing. It is not an option right now, it is the way forward. I mean, I know so many women entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs who whose first ideation come from social media, and they also think कि if I'm starting this business, ऐसे ही इसको मैं प्रोजेक्ट करूंगी. Forget about financing, forget about costing, forget about the core product. They all always have this thing in my mind कि मैं इसको प्रोजेक्ट कैसे करूंगी, सोशल मीडिया पे कैसे लगेगा. And trust me, I also
Mhm.
know few people who started business because they got influenced by some social influencers on Instagram or LinkedIn, and they're like, यार ये कर सकता है तो I will also want to do it. So that's why we all get into social media. But the thing is, it's the one thing you have to keep in mind while you are doing your startup and entering advertising through social media is your consistency, right? जितना जल्दी the content सोशल मीडिया पे आता है उतना ही जल्दी चला जाता है, right? The trends or your reels or your audio, everybody have a shorter life now. So
Mhm.
consistency is what you need to perform on social media. Abhi, when you ask me kaun sa platform is a good platform, so the answer to it is it depends on purely on the product and your target audience. Before you get into any business, I think it is very important to know which who is your target audience, what is the persona, what is his behavior, right? Your target audience behavior. If you know that, right, then you know which platform to perform on. Like if you are targeting a professional, then LinkedIn is your go to platform. Or
Right.
if you want to have something very quick which is trendy or more of a B2C kind of product, then Instagram is your platform. If you
Right.
are a person who is giving out product which requires a lot of education, how to's, then YouTube is your platform. So uh,
Yes.
what what kind of product you have, who is your target audience, decides which platform you should opt first. Now when I say opt first, you also have to be there on other platform. It's just that when it comes to your priority in investing your resources, this would be your number one platform. But obviously you have to consider all each and every platform, and you have to be there just to tell the world that you exist.
Great. Yes, I completely agree with you, Nikita. The key factor to having marketing at a good position is a good digital footprint one, and also viewing what your demographic is and what kind of personas you're dealing with. So I completely agree with you and understand the kind of the kind of background and all of the stuff that you've said right now. Thank you. Uh, Moving on to our next question, Nikita, on the role of AI, specifically now in a generation and in a time right now where everything that we do can be done in a at a drop of a hat or in a fraction of a second. So it's all like AI generated, and the entire buzzword with the feature factor of being a generative AI platform or a generative AI, or an AI feature, that's transforming the entire role of how we see content writing and how we see design also as an aspect. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts, and what are your go-to tools for AI on at the marketing platform?
Oh, Karunaji, this is a very sensitive question for me because I cannot just tell you couple of tools. There are so many tools I use, and it is very difficult for me to pick and choose, tools. But I'll try my best to give you about AI. Of course, many a times people ask me, what are your thoughts on AI? Will it take our jobs? There was a trend where when OpenAI came in and everybody is like, "Arey, your job is going to go now. AI is going to take over and stuff like that." So my take on that was, AI is not going to take away your job. If anything, they are going to help you for your job, right? Make it easier for it. And
Okay.
when you say usage of AI in a startup world,
Hmm.
it 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 has a massive impact because what was the trend that you have to be on social media, right? Now social media ke liye you need a team to create all your content, all your graphics, then tapping on to the trends, and then making it as a bundle and pushing it.
Yeah.
Thanks to AI, even a solopreneur can actually manage their social media. I'm not saying excel in social media. I'm saying they can manage their social media. So if you're, if you have a limited fund or limited resources, AI is something you should opt for and get your things done. So it is easier to manage. Now, how can you manage? Your first and foremost favorite tool should be ChatGPT, right? Anything you do, anything you want, you go to ChatGPT, give a prompt, work on it. Pehli baar mein shayad you will not get the result you want, but work on your prompts and get your social media calendar done. After that, go to Canva. Now Canva also has a AI, right? So you can create a design. After that, either you can schedule it from Canva itself, or you can use other tools like beam tools or a buffer or postron, and then you can schedule it and manage it. Right now you also have custom chat gpt, so there you can actually use it to keep a tab on. If anybody is commenting, you reply them promptly. You customize or personalize the reply using custom chat gpt. So there are many tools which can actually help you, your social media, your presentations. Like if you have to do your pitch deck or give a web page, you can go to gamma app.ai, and then you can create your web page or presentation and go ahead with it. So there are many tools for various activity for solopreneur. AI can take care of it. I am sure today many startups are actually dependent on chat gpt for their whole social media creations or their content creations. Now they can also focus on their business and leave half of their worry on chat gpt.
That's true that the chat GPT has changed a lot of our lives, and
Yeah.
especially a solo entrepreneur that who, especially when they're starting out, they do lack a lot of funds, and
Right.
this helps in investing in the right resources and in the right space, and even understanding how all of these things function. What is the kind of digital footprint that you need to move in and around, and how is it that you need to create it. Also, Nikita, I wanted to understand, when you have something to do with a generative AI or um, with chat gpt also on a basis of marketing specifically in and around, how does that affect the analytics on a larger scale? does it like actually increase the kind of visibility? Sometimes if I've heard analysis on previous parts, if you do copy paste a certain hashtag onto an Instagram or onto a LinkedIn, the kind of reach withers down. So do these analytics
Definitely.
actually?
I can't hear you. I think your voice dropped in between. I could not hear you. Sorry. Could you please repeat?
Um,
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Little better. Little better. Yes. Thank you.
So I was actually asking you on the basis of on the front of analytics of how much does the analytics change when we do a copy paste from a chat GPT or any other AI tool that is a current a content writer or giving a prompt as content writer. How is the marketing
See,
analytics affected in that aspect?
correct. So if you're talking about plagiarism and stuff, of course, it impacts, right? And even if it doesn't, you should always add your own personal touch, right? So when you want to become a authority in your own industry, that is the reason you are there on social media, right? To showcase your skill, your talent, and telling the world that I'm offering something which is different, or I have a command over it, right? So even when you go to chat gpt or any other AI tool, create a content, I would always recommend, irrespective of what your analytics says, always give your personalized touch to it, review it, and add your own story to it. One, that is how you create an impact. And second, even if you go to analysis and insight, it will be helpful because you will be using your keywords plus the personal touch. Even from a perspective of SEO or plagiarism or any such thing, you will be better, you will have an edge if you have added some value to it. So my take on it is to improve your analytics, create a valuable content, go to chat gpt, use prompt, get content, add your personal touch to it, and then publish it.
Okay. Okay, that's quite valuable as an insight, Nikita. Thank you. And I will definitely try and test that and add a personal touch to any kinds of posts that I want to do further on now. Nikita, there is a term called as neuromarketer. I am very oblivious to that. I know a lot of what goes on in the marketing aspect, but can you shed some light in and around this entire term of being a neuromarketer?
Sure. So basically, it is understanding the behavior of your target audience and then marketing it to them, right? To know their behavior, what are their likes? Like, whole world is moving towards personalization. Like now, we are so used to personalization. Like when you go to your YouTube, you have a recommended video, or you go to Netflix, you have curated the movies for you, they have customized or recommended thumbnails for you, they know what's your behavior like, right? So marketing is all about knowing your customer, your target audience, deep dive, knowing them to such an extent that what color they prefer, or when are they opening any app, or what is the time, what are their usual behaviors, knowing
Okay.
so deep about your audience, and then pitching it to them in a way that they will like it.
Okay. Okay. So
So
understanding brand behavioral patterns and choice patterns of your particular demographic and your target audience is what neuromarketing usually associates with. Awesome.
yes.
Amazing. Amazing. Great. Thank you, Nikita, for that. Also, I want to know so much more about your initiative, about your social initiative, what you're doing, how is it helping the women entrepreneurs, and your one go-to mantra for our women entrepreneurs who are watching this.
Thank you. So, talking about She Leads 100, that is very close to my heart. When I was giving out consultation to one-on-one women entrepreneurs, there was always some or the other time there was always a prompt, यार तू कर लेना, यार तू बता देना. They wanted to outsource things. They didn't wanted to actually get into the technicality of it and understand or know it to the deep. They wanted to focus on their business, but there were always a digital aspects. They had to do it, but they don't want to do it. So
Mhm.
from that, I got an idea that let me help 100 women entrepreneurs with their website, with mentoring, networking, and with marketplace, and push them and push them to promote their business and give them support with the digital stuff, be it your marketing, be it your website. We take that up for women entrepreneur, and then we welcome them and encourage them to go for trainings and promote their business through network. So this is what we are doing. We have our formal launch on 18th December for She Leads 100, where we will be having 100 women entrepreneur in a room, and we will be launching 100 website in a day. So that's the target. If you ask me what is the go-to mantra for women entrepreneur, it is always having a appetite for risk. There is always going to be a challenge, right? An entrepreneur's journey itself says that you have to uh, walk in a way that you overcome challenge. You are so confident about it that you have to overcome the challenge. So the mantra is take risk. Even if you go wrong, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just take risk and go ahead and follow your passion.
Amazing. That is great, great advice to all our women founders and our entrepreneurs, all the entrepreneurs who are watching this. Take a risk, have an appetite for the risk, and move forward with confidence. Even if you make mistakes, it's fine. There's always someone who will help you learn from those mistakes. Thank you so much, Nikita. The initiative that
Thank
you're
you.
doing is amazing. It's amazing. There's so much that you're getting to this entire ecosystem, and we're really grateful and thankful for that. Kudos to you. Hats off to you, and
Thank
all
you.
the best for this endeavor that you are trying to get through. This is going to be an amazing initiative. All our best wishes from NQA, and may you move out with flying colors.
Thank you, Karuna. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Our audience today, if there's any questions, we can take questions for the next 4 to 5 minutes.
Great.
Okay. I think Nikita, you've covered topics so beautifully on this platform. There is no issue of anyone understanding of what any kind of doubts that they've had right now. So
Thank you.
thank you for being here and taking our time for being with us. Have a great
Thank you so much.
And top three tips or advice for and top three tips or advice for someone who's starting their networking journey.
I think the first is when you know nobody, the answer is build your network, right? Like you can't be building in a garage and thinking someday something's gonna happen, right?
And someone's gonna, find
whatever, right? You're gonna raise money, you're gonna hire people, you're gonna sell to someone, you don't know anyone, right? So you can't do anything. So I think build your network because you wouldn't do this again. Like today, I do not build my network. I have no time to meet people. My only time goes to my business. Number two, don't be someone who's a networker. You need to be a builder who's a networker.
Exactly.
Not just a networker. I mean, it fits for someone who's not building something. But if you want to build a business, you want to build something plus network, And the last thing I say in the early days of building network and whatnot I'm doing out there, lead with data.